Hey, what is up? Hi, everyone. It's Gabby from mythesiscoach.com. And today I want to deal with a very common thesis question I get from clients and students. And that question is, when can I stop reading? Now, for something called writing a thesis, there is an awful lot of reading. And people ask me, like, oh my gosh, how long do I have to keep on reading for? It feels like I'm not doing anything. So firstly, I want to say you're doing plenty by reading. Such an important part of the thesis journey. That's something I talk about much more in my free thesis starter short course. You can access it via the link below. So no, reading is completely one of the main thesis skills and one of the most important parts and processes in thesis writing. Where have I gone? There I am. That said, the question is, when can I stop reading? Now, you're going to be very upset when I tell you this because the answer is, okay, pretty much never. You are going to be reading the whole time during the thesis journey. As I say in my short course, you're doing a complete dance between reading and writing and reading more and going back to write more and back and forth. That back and forth dance is ongoing. But here are 4 ways that you can know you are doing really well with your reading. And it's time to break away and get some writing done. You'll come back to reading more when you need to, but here are the 4 main things to look out for. Number 1, from the reading that you've done so far, can you track the historical development of your subject matter? So for example, my field is higher education studies, looking particularly at engineering education. So it was important to me when I was reading that I was able to trace how that field had grown over time. That was when I had a sense I'd read a lot and was ready to jump into beginning to do some reading. Number 2 is, can you articulate from the reading you've done so far, can you articulate the main debates that are surrounding your topic? So what are some of the different points of view around it that people are having? Can you articulate opposing points of view or opposing approaches to your subject matter? Number 3 is, can you identify the main people in the conversation around your topic? Can you identify who they are? And for extra points, can you identify what the nuances of their perspectives are? And number 4, maybe this is the most important, is can you identify from your reading what hasn't been reading? Let's try that again. Can you identify from your reading what hasn't been written? And the reason that's so important that I said it again correctly to get it right is because what hasn't been written is often where your study is going to fit in. That there is the gap that you are going to enter with your unique contribution in your thesis. So there are 4 things for you to think about. Number 1, what is the historical trajectory or development of your topic? Can you identify that? Number 2, what are the debates in your topic that are ongoing? God, that's a loud car, excuse me. Number 3, who are the main people who are in the conversation around your topic? And number 4, what hasn't been dealt with yet? And that's when you start thinking of the cool thing about where does your topic come in. So if you can answer all of those, I'm sorry to tell you, it's still not the end of your reading. You are going to be hitting those books, those metaphorical books again. But that is if you can answer those 4, you are doing really well in terms of your reading. And it's time to go and set some ideas to paper and get that ball rolling and moving into the next phase of your study. Cheers, everybody. Bye.